Crazy Tex here. Alright, back for round 3. Alright, I've been having some issues. I got some new equipment. I'm working out the bugs, so that's why the box is already open. Alright, so, anyway, starting from the top, we do have the... We're going to get right into this box because this is the third time I've said all this. So, but we do have the Trailblazer Pocket Compass for $9.99. And this is a really nice little compass. It's lightweight, stainless steel. The compass does work really well. And the inside of this cap here, you get some polish in there, you can make that shiny enough that you can use it as a signaling device. So this kind of, and even the back is already kind of shiny too. So this right here, this is a nice little compass and it does work. They're saying this is $9.99. Put that right there. Alright, next up in the box, we do have the Elite Forces Self-Defense Monkey Fist. I've seen these come in other boxes. They're interesting. I know that if you cinch this down, that steel ball in there is going to do some damage. So that's a very nice self-defense item, especially if you live in an area, not like where I live, where certain items are prohibited. That's a good option right there. So that probably can keep you safe. At least, you know, give you some time to get away. So, all right. Next up, we do have our largest and first, like I would say, major duplicate. That's kind of like meh, you know, because if you get like extra matches, extra bungee cords, you know, you can't go wrong with those. But we do have another Amazon Survivor survival knife with sheath for $19.99, and we actually got that in our very first box. So I like that knife. It's got like, now that knife has nostalgia for me, but we're not opening that because we've already seen it. So, all right, and then we do have the SHTF Survival Guide, which I do believe we also got this in our first box as well. I know we already have one of those. I've read through it. It's light reading, not half of what you need, but hey. All right, and then last but not least, in the primary box, we did get one of my favorite items in this box, which is the Second Amendment house flag, which will probably not be displayed on my house, but I'm going to display it somewhere because it might get displayed on the house. I don't know. But I am an avid supporter of the Second Amendment. I am a retired staff sergeant, and I support all of the Constitution, but specifically the Second Amendment I think is the one that we need to protect the most, because if we lose the Second Amendment, we lose the Constitution. But that's just my opinion, but that's where I sit on the fence. So I think the Second Amendment is extremely important. So, and that's your primary level box, which was what I was supposed to get. But when I had called up earlier and I had them switch it to the primary box, it didn't take in the system, so they still charged me for the Elite box. So this might be our last Elite box. More than likely, this will be our last Elite box for a while, as I do have to get caught up on bills because my car had some issues and we had to get it fixed. So, but anyway, but you know what? I think that I would have been happy with that. For $19.99, I think that the value is there. For me, the flag at $14.99. Some people, I know that it's, you know, why would you, but for me, I would pay $14.99 for that flag. I love that flag. I've been looking at it in the catalog. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. Well, now I got it. All right, so that's your primary box. $19.99 would have got you that, and your retail value, and again, retail value is what that market's for normally, would have been $61.95. So obviously, if you buy just that, you paid $4, not $15 for the flag. We paid probably $5 after taxes and all that. So, all right, moving on to the Pro Box, we do have the, and this is the one thing that I think is probably broken. It is warped, and the side case doesn't close. But we do have a 10,000 milliamp per hour sonic charger and power bank fire starter. I don't know where the fire starter is. I got to look into it. Because on the back, it doesn't even talk about the fire starter on the back. It's got power on capacity check, capacity LED indicators, solar indicator, and I haven't seen the indicators come on at all. So, micro input charging port, first USB charging port, second USB charging port, solar panel, and an LED flashlight. So I think the fire starter is actually supposed to be a flashlight. I think that's what it's supposed to say. I don't think it's supposed to say fire starter. I don't see a fire starter on there. So, all right, and then the second item in the Pro Box is the M48 Ops digital and analog watch. It does have the green Indiglo light in it, which I really like. And the funny thing is that This one is more tactical than the one that they coin as a tactical watch, because that has your red straps. This black one I think is actually a lot more tactical, but hey, I don't know. Maybe red is tactical in some nations. I don't know. So anyway, the solar charger is $39.99. The digital watch is $34.99. I already put that up there. And so we're saying, and so your August retail value is $136.93. So that's more than double what you would have paid for it. So even with shipping and handling. So, all right. And then the next item we did have, and this is another one that I think is really good in this box, but we do have the 3-mode 1500 amp 1500 lumen flashlight, and this one I really like, and they're saying this is $29.99. Now I don't know, if I saw this I would probably not pay that, but having picked this up and I put the batteries in it, and the batteries they are the chargeable, the large blue wrapped chargeable batteries, and you get your charging cable, which there's a little black port on the side here that you plug it into. It does have a little bit, I don't know, I think the 3 modes are just high, medium, low, on high, low, and off, I don't know. But this is heavy. And I mean, this right here, I mean, you could hit somebody with this and do some damage. I mean, this has a lot of weight to it. I'm not saying I would, but this has a lot of weight to it. Ergonomically, the handle is a little bit weird, but I mean, I have a flashlight like this, but it's much larger. It's just a single LED. It's probably like 500 lumens. It's bright, but you know, this one here is, I think, as far as flashlights go, this one, and it's remarkably, it feels very sturdy. So I think Trailblazer did a good job with this flashlight here. So I do really like it. So that's a very nice flashlight. I think it's worth it. And then last but not least, for $29.99, and if you watch my channel at all, you're probably gonna laugh just like I did. But we did get this little black case, and in this black case is a practice suture repair kit. This is almost identical to the one that we got in Gear Pack this very month. We got your practice pad with your different types of cuts on it. You know, you got your swervy ones, you got your jagged ones, you got your straight ones, your kind of swerved ones, so you can practice sewing up, you know, various cuts. However, in this one, and we got 5 of the monofilament threads. I know in the Gear Pack we got 6, but if you remember, it was $19.99 for the suture kit, and the monofilament thread was a separate item for $19.99. So they, you know, kind of charged you $40 for what we got here for $30. So, however, in this one we also got a couple pairs of gloves. We got 4 sterile scalpel blades, and we got your different forceps. We got your different forceps. So we got 3 forceps. You got a straight locking one, a curved locking one, and then we got just your standard forceps, you know, just that, you know, you close, you pull it out, you open up. Then we got our tiny scissors to cut the thread, and we got this, which I think is really cool, because this right here, this is the base for the scalpel blades. So the blades are, so instead of carrying around 4 scalpels, you're carrying around 4 blades and 1 scalpel. And it just, there's a little, you can't really see it, but there's a slit in the top. The blades slide in, boom, you got your scalpel. And then when you're done, you can dispose of it in a safe manner. So they're saying that comes in at $29.99. And this is the single most retail value box that I've received from SHTF. The overall retail value for this month is a whopping $196.91. So if you would have bought all of this stuff individually, you would have paid over $200, and I paid $100. Now, granted, I was only supposed to get the basic box, so I was a little bit upset. But okay, you know, CH Cadel's, they always make things right. That's why I'm sure when I talk to them about that solar charger that I got, I'm sure they're going to make it right. You know, they're going to want to see pictures of what I'm talking about, you know, but they're really, really good about it. That is one thing that I can say. The customer service for CH Cadel's, I've only had to call them a few times, But every time I have called them, they're friendly, they're professional, and they make things right. You know, they ask very few questions. You know, they ask what they need to ask, and I didn't feel like I was getting, you know, like interrogated when they were asking me questions. It was just simple questions. So, but that is the August SHTF, and again, like 98% sure this will be the last Elite box for a little while. Eventually, we may go back up to the Elite box, but for a little while, I do have to manage my finances a little better. I have to take care of some bills. Had to get my car fixed, so I'm kind of behind a little bit. But we're gonna keep it, but we're gonna go down to the primary box at least for a couple months. September, October, November, December. I probably will go back up to the Elite box because I mean that's my birthday's in December, and so we'll probably finish the year out strong with another Elite box, hopefully. So, but hopefully you liked this video. If you stayed all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. I have hit 151 subscribers, and again, when I hit 250, we are going to do a small giveaway. When I hit 500, we're going to do a slightly larger giveaway, and then when I hit 1,000, we're going to do a big giveaway. I don't know what it's going to be, but you know, it might be like 3 winners, 4 winners. I don't know, but I do plan on moving the channel forward in those steps because a lot of people, they'll subscribe to a channel just for the giveaways. And I know that. I do that. It is kind of the bait to get you to subscribe, and I really hope that hope you like this video. I managed to get some thumbs up, and a lot of times my thumbs up is a lot of times it's more than my subscribers. So I know some of you out there are liking these videos, but you're not subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe, share, put a comment on there, help the algorithm. There's a lot of us smaller content, a lot of us, smaller content creators. We're getting our legs going. We're getting better. I do have better equipment now. I do have an action camera that's got a couple batteries, and I have a GoPro now. So I do have some cameras that when the weather gets a little bit nicer, I'll actually be able to go out and actually start putting some of this stuff. And I think that over the course of the year, a little over a year, I have acquired everything I need within the 5 C's and beyond. If you're not familiar with the 5 C's, just look up Dave Canterbury. That's all I'm going to say. But I've got enough of the 5 C's and the 10 C's and the and beyond. I've got enough stuff built up over the last over a year that I'm gonna be able to go out there and make some good videos. We're gonna live off the land a little bit. We're gonna eat some cactus, maybe a snake or two. Who knows? We'll see what we got. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Go ahead and again, do me a favor, hit that like button. Go ahead and comment, subscribe. Share this out. If you got friends that you think will like these videos, share it out. I really appreciate it. I do appreciate all of your support. I'm not quitting, but I do appreciate every subscriber I get. I appreciate you all. Have a good day. Stay crazy.